Two men for the brutal gang rape of a young girl in a moving bus in the national capital.
8-month-old infant was allegedly raped at her home by a...
After a 19-year-old gang raped.
Back in June 2018, the TN government launched an app called Kavalan for the safety of women. It served its purpose, but there was a huge drawback in the theme of the app. The main problem is the speed of response. Imagine you are being followed by a bunch of idiots in the middle of the night and there is no one around to help you. So you decide to take your phone out, open the Kavalan app, and this is what will happen. It's a 7-step process from pressing the button, 5-second wait, receiving a call after 30 seconds to 1 minute from the team, explaining the situation, team informing the police station to patrol car. The car has to arrive and find you. The whole process takes 5 to 6 minutes minimum, and anything could happen in 6 minutes. Those 6-minute time period is one of the most important time in your life, and you could either be saved or you could be misused by the people who are following you, and no one wants that to happen. So we developed an alternative which reduces the 6-minute time period to 0 seconds. Yes, 0 seconds. Let me introduce the world's first beacon-based safety app. So how does it work? In case of emergency, you just need someone to help you out, right? It doesn't mean it always have to be the police. As they are far away from you, it takes time for them to reach you. So this app alerts the public around you and not the police department. As soon as you click the button, a beacon will be sent through the satellites to the broadcasting station at Henderson, Nevada, gets broadcasted from there, returns back. It showers like rain and alerts over 1,000 people around your location. And the whole process happens in just 250 milliseconds, which is 1/4 of a second. You would not even have moved your finger away from the screen, but over 1,000 people would have alerted already. And this is a quick demo. This is just one line explanation of how the app works, and there is a ton of features included which you have never seen before. First, this is how you get an alert. Your phone's volume automatically increases to the maximum, and there are two options. When you accept to help someone in danger, the app will automatically navigate you to their location. The app has a trusted member session where you could add your family members or close friends, and these people will always be alerted no matter where they are in the world. And these people will have some additional access than the rest of the people. Like your voice will be broadcasted to them, or think like an instant conference call. They won't have an option to reject your message, and many more. This is a star feature of the app. Suppose if the girl doesn't have internet connection in her phone but wants help, the app still got them covered. So in simple words, the app is capable of reading the amount of signal your SIM card receives from every single cell phone tower around you. Your phone is primarily connected to one network but partially connected to all the cell phone towers around you. By reading the amount of signal your SIM card receives from each cell phone tower, the app is capable of locating where you are. It will create an encrypted SMS which contains information like your location and some other information, and will send it to the people in your trusted list. As soon as they receive the message, the app in their phone will be the only app which is capable of understanding what the message is, and using their internet connection, it sends a beacon to the broadcasting station, and the broadcasting station will then alert all the people around you. So even though you don't have internet connection or GPS enabled, you are still safe. This is a whole new technology, and this is the only app in the world to have this feature. No Wi-Fi, no internet, and no GPS enabled. There are some advanced algorithm in the app which will process your age, gender, frequency of movement, places you visit, the real-time creditability, and many more. It creates a digital profile for you, and this profile will be used by the app to predict if you are a safe person to receive a girl's location or not. If you couldn't understand, I could explain a small part of the algorithm. The app could detect the places you are moving in. Suppose a guy goes to a bar and spends some significant amount of time there, the app will automatically blacklist him from the network so that your alert message and location will not be shared to him, because sharing your location to those kind of people who are drunk is much more dangerous. Choosing the right person is one of the most important thing, and we are committed to do that. That's why this huge algorithm was made. Choosing your life partner and choosing the person who saves your life is almost equal, I believe. The app knows if you are holding the phone in the hand or having the phone in the pocket by taking advantage of the orientation and proximity sensors. Those who have their phone in their hand will be much more prioritized for the alert than the people who have their phone in their pocket or in their bag, because it takes time to search the phone, take it out, unlock it. Every second counts. After you press the button, if you are being involved in some physical misbehavior which broke your phone, or if the connection is cut in between, it means that they are furious and you are about to lose your So the broadcasting station will automatically trigger a level 2 alerting system on every single one in the entire city and will not stop until it makes sure people has arrived to your location. And it will also trigger a level 3 tracking algorithm on the people who accepts the request. Each app creates a fence around it to find the close by device. Once it detects, it exchanges the coordinates. Using this information, the app will know that this person is to the left of this person and they form a group. If there are some specific patterns found, it groups them into a car, two-wheeler, bus or train. Using the patterns, it could detect who each person is. For example, the one to the right is the driver and the rest are passengers. So it alerts the passengers and not the driver because he may get distracted while driving. Similarly works for two-wheelers and groups them as well. This is done because when someone in the train presses the button, only the people in the train will be alerted and not the people standing outside, because there is no use in alerting them. As soon as it detects that you are inside a train, it will ask a coach number. So when you press the button later, the people could quickly find you. So we have three different phones, green, red and blue. The green phone is going in my pocket, the red phone is going to the passenger seat and the blue one in the back seat, and a laptop which acts like a monitoring system for the demo. And now I need to drive a little bit for the program to automatically find what type of vehicle this is.
Sir, the vehicle type has been predicted as car.
These are the location of each devices. Green phone as the driver's phone, correct. Red and blue as the passenger's phone. Now I will take the blue phone out and hide it somewhere, and we will drive a little more further. We now have two phones in the car.
Vinod, I have an update for you.
There are two groups now, green and red in the car as group 1 and blue as group 2. I have set a mock location which is exactly 100 meters away from here. So mock location means it's a fake location used for testing purposes while developing an app. Imagine there is a girl standing on the mock location and she is about to press the button. I have no one to help me out right now, so I have to use these fake locations for the demo. Hey Doris, activate the alert from the mock location.
Triggering the alert.
Only the passenger phone has received an alert, but not the driver's phone, because alerting one person in the car is enough, so the driver won't get distracted. The app even knows the speed of travel, so if I stop the car, both phones get the alert. If your bag is being snatched or your phone is being stolen, it will be wiped off like complete reset. It will either be sold to someone or they will be using it. So you can quickly go to the website, log in and mark your phone as a stolen phone. So the next time they install the app on your stolen phone, your app could detect that this is your stolen phone and you will have an option to track it down. The app could detect it even though entire data in your phone has been completely wiped off. Not even Google's official Find My Device app has this feature. I cannot share how it detects, it's a secret, and this is also the only app which has this feature. If you are being kidnapped, okay, pause. These features are enough for this video. The remaining 50% of the app's capability will be revealed during the final launch, if possible. The reason why we developed this app is because the crime rates that happens against women are extremely high. Actually, 88 cases are being reported every single day. No one wants the public to know that they have been misused. It's a shame for the girl, and that's why the media won't cover these kind of sensitive things. And this is also the reason why you are not aware of the problems that other girls are really facing in the society. We thought of launching the app on 8th of March, but we cancelled it because of you people. Let me ask you a question. Do you have the guts to step out and save a girl who is about to lose her life? I'm asking this to every single boy and girl who is watching this video. Are you brave enough to save a girl's life? If you don't take the initiative to save her, others would think the same, and if no one comes forward, the app is a total waste. Instant help is what required. That's why we made this app to alert the public around you. If you still could not feel the seriousness of this thing, I could show you a 5-second clip of a real incident from their perspective. Just 5 seconds.
What are you fucking doing? Stop it!
7 years ago, an incident similar to this happened. A girl was misused and she became unconscious. Her parents were crying and screaming by looking at her condition. It happened right in front of my eyes. I could still hear their scream, and it feels like it happened yesterday. This app could save life. We won't get a single rupee from this app. I'm not doing this for me. This is done for you people. It's free for you, but I'm the one who have to pay for the computing engines. It's not cheap. It's almost $10,000 per month. But it took me a whole week to make a complex algorithm which reduces the $10,000 per month budget to $3,000 per year. And I have separated the money from my personal earnings. I'm ready to pay for your safety. But if you people won't support, there is no use in launching it. My experience with the people to whom I spoke with wasn't even pleasant enough for me to even continue developing the app. They were not even ready to install the app on their phone, and I don't know what made them do that. I started to think like, am I doing something wrong or am I doing something that I'm not supposed to do in my age? If everyone thinks the same way, no one would install it. And this is the most advanced safety app in the entire world right now, and I'm proud to say that I made it for the girls in my country and finally made something which is first in the world. These two dogs saved a girl and was covered in a news channel with 9 million views and 100,000 likes. This man saved a 4-year-old boy and was honored with a French citizenship and a job from the president of France. This boy saved a girl and was honored by the people in the town. There are hundreds and hundreds of videos like these. If you really saved a girl, you will be the news the next day, and imagine the amount of pride and honor you would get from the people. If you like the theme of the app, I will give the program to my teammates for further development. If majority of the people doesn't like it, then I have to throw the program in the trash and I have to walk away. Like, there is no other option. Please let us know what you think of the project in the forms which is linked down below in the description. We will proceed further only by depending upon the feedback that you provide. If you feel safe, fine, I'm happy for that. But someone else might not feel the same way. The app is the only gateway to alert you. So more the app is installed, more stronger the community will become. அதோட திருச்சியில் மட்டும்தான் இந்த ஆப்பால் இப்போதைக்கு ஃபுல் பொட்டன்ஷியல் ஒர்க் பண்ண முடியும். நீங்கள் கொடுக்குற ஃபீட்பேக்கை வச்சு தான் அடுத்தடுத்த ஊருக்கு ப்ரொசீட் பண்ணலாமா அப்படிங்கிறது யோசிக்க முடியும். If you really care about others, share this video with your friends and family members, because family members will have some additional access control which I will reveal later. I have shown just half of its capacity. Your mind will be blown away if you reveal the full potential. The app could even alert you if someone is following you by reading the patterns at which the people are moving. You could even see where they are standing. I will demo this feature if I had a chance to launch it. And my teammates will be the one who will be launching the app, because at that time I will be so far away from every single one of you guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Wow! Once again, India is the #1. But this time, it's not for something that you can be happy or proud of. As per the Thomson Reuters Foundation report, India ranks first in the poll for the most dangerous country in the world for the woman. The situation is worsening with increasing count of rapes, acid attacks, kidnapping and female anticide that's going unabated for the lethal violence committed against women. In a country where women are worshipped as goddesses, Mother India is what we call it. Nothing can be more painful to see it in such a miserable state, failing to protect the women of the country. India recorded a staggering average of 87 rape cases per day in the year 2030, standing at the overall tally of about 4 lakh crime cases. Crime cases against women has raised by 83% since 2016. The statistical data are the ones officially reported. Pathetically, it's getting serious every day. Following the COVID-19 first wave, after a nationwide lockdown, the crime cases have drastically increased. What if I say that there is a way that every one of you can be a part in making India safe for women again? Will you join hands with us in our initiative to make India, our motherland, a pride for women again?